Hi there, Victor is here. Today I'm at Romanian Athenaeum, a building that dates back from 1888. Today is day 26 of Direct Watercolor Challenge, and I will sketch this building. After I soaked the paper, I prepared these three pools of color: gray, new Gamboge and Pyrrol, to make a variegated color of the sky. I'm starting with yellow because it gets muddy very fast. I'll preserve some spots of yellow. Also, I'm trying to do this sketch in a negative shape. The shape of the building will be in the center of the page. Also, I'm dropping in the other colors and let them mingle. When adding other color on already wet surface, this is called charging. This makes interesting effect. I'm adding a darker color to make the clouds. The surface is still wet, so they make this organic shape. Watercolor acts depending on the weather. For example, now it's quite chilled outside and it draws slowly, but having a limited amount of time for this sketch, I will begin the second layer, even though the first one hasn't dried completely. For this I'm using a thicker paint, because if you use thick paint it will incorporate better on a wet surface. I'm using this gray dark tone and will outline only the dark parts of the building, leaving it the lightest parts. With this old building has many details, so I'll simplify it as much as possible. When I sketch buildings, I always start with the rooftop. I think it's important to outline the edges of the rooftop, because it's very noticeable on a sketch. It's the edge between an object and the sky. The shape of this rooftop is dome-like, and I'm trying to simplify as much as possible, because there are too many details, and it's an overwhelming architectural object. I'm holding the brush almost vertically and drawing with the tip of the brush, like in the sumi style painting. This is Chinese or Japanese technique, when they use ink and they draw with directly with a brush. In such way, holding the brush in this way, there is more control. It's quite challenging to sketch and to talk at the same time. Also to making sure about the filming process. But this idea of one-man show appeals to me. When sketching with watercolor, you can expect, or you don't expect, depending what is your expectation about watercolor, to have such happy accidents, like at the bottom of this page. I didn't expect to have these blooms, but the paper being still wet, it diffuses and you cannot have much control. But I like this vignette-like of shape. Now I am just outlining the main features of this building. This might not be a very realistic drawing, but it's a silhouette and it's a stylized type of drawing. If you see the silhouette of this building, you can recognize it. This building is a concert hall, and here are held many classical musical concerts and festivals. I never been inside it, but I saw pictures, and it's a beautiful building, also inside as outside. Also, this building is iconic for Bucharest and is very popular among urban sketchers. It's a favorite subject. I also sketched it many times from different angles. You can practice architectural sketching on it. It has many elements that can be practiced. I think I'll stop today with this sketch. It might seem unfinished, but oops, I have an accident. I'll try to amend this quickly with a tissue. It's not a problem. The previous layer was already almost dried, so with watercolor, when the paint is still fresh, you can remove it. Now it looks messy, but I like the general feeling of this sketch, so I'll leave it as it is. This is a stylized version of Romanian Athenaeum. Today is day 26, so there are 4 more days until the end of this challenge. I'm quite happy with the results of it. So there were many days, now are only 4 days. Thank you for watching. Bye!